So on April 1st, I started a new 3-month carnivore and fitness challenge. It's going to last 3 months. Well, maybe 4. Well, definitely at least 3. I'll see how it goes. I might do 4. Well, I don't. Hey, what's shaking, bacon? I hope everyone out there is doing really well. Let's get into the details of my new challenge. So last September of 2021, all the way through till January 1st, 2022, I did a 4-month challenge, and it was a lion diet challenge as well as a fitness challenge where I was doing microdosing workouts. Microdosing workout is a really intense, small workout, just like a HIIT workout, and I was doing it with weight resistance, and I was doing it 7 days a week. Now, it was a pretty interesting style of working out because I was trying to keep my heart rate up as fast as possible through the whole time with little windows of rest. So basically the only rest I was getting was going from one machine to the other. So maybe tops 30 seconds between each workout. So I'd go between leg extensions and then leg curls, then back to leg extensions and leg curls. And then I would do another exercise, or I'd maybe combine 3 or 4 exercises and work between the 4 before I'd go back to the first. And it was a good workout. And I was monitoring my progress with the DEXA scan and a bod pod. Now, those are medical grade pieces of equipment to measure body fat and lean mass. Now, I always like to point out, lean mass includes your organs and your bones as well as your muscle tissue. So when something like this says there's 260 pounds of lean mass, that's not just muscle. So the last time I did this, I started at 185, I believe 0.7 pounds of lean mass. And I went up about 10 pounds of lean mass, and I went down about 10 pounds of lean mass, and ended roughly where I started at 185 pounds of lean mass exactly. Those numbers showed I went down 19 pounds total in fat, but virtually no lean mass. I think it was about 0.7 pounds of lean mass. So that's pretty cool because when you lose weight, you only want to lose fat, right? I say that a lot in my videos because not everyone's going to be able to see all of these videos. So I want to make sure that is really important for people to understand. When people say they want to lose 20 pounds, they mean they want to lose fat. But what often happens is they lose lean mass and fat. Now, studies have showed people often lose between 40 and 50% of their weight in lean mass when they lose weight. So if you lose 40 pounds, there could be a good chance that up to 20 of that could be your lean mass. And we don't want that when we lose weight. My meal plan for the next 3 months is going to be the lion diet. Now, the last time I did this, I was allowed to have as much food as I wanted. So I was having between probably about 5 to 6 pounds of meat a day. The odd time it was a little less. Sometimes it was even more. But that's roughly how much I was having a day. Now, this time I'm going to try and stick to about 4 pounds of red meat a day. And it's pretty easy to do. So I'm going to be doing it different than last time because last time I just ate whenever I wanted. And, usually about 2 times a day, sometimes 3. This time I'm going to do more of a bodybuilder style of eating. And I'm going to keep a steady source of protein in my diet all day. And as far as any intermittent fasting goes, it's only going to be happening pretty much when I'm sleeping. I'm not really too keen on intermittent fasting, especially when you're trying to put on lean mass. So I'm going to have about a pound of meat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm going to have half a pound in between each of those meals. So if I'm really hungry at the end of the day, I'm not going to ignore my body. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. And so I might end a day with another half pound of ground beef. So I get it in burger patty form. So this is going to be pretty easy for me to manage through this window of time because all I have to do is measure out the patties. 1 patty is 8 ounces, 2 patties is a pound. So it's going to be really straightforward. What I'm also going to do that's different than the lion diet is I'm going to have some cod liver oil every now and then on this diet, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I just find that my body does well with my cholesterol when I have this. My triglycerides do better when I have the fish oil in my diet, specifically the cod liver oil. But it's something I'm going to be adding, you could argue, as a supplement to my lion diet. So it's 99.9% lion diet. I find having this steady source of protein is way more work because before I would just eat whenever I'd want. But now I have to have my day planned out when it comes to my meals. So yes, this is going to be good. It's going to be a little more work, but the lion diet on its own is really easy because it's so simple. You're just sticking with red meat. So I have lots of different ways to cook my red meat, and I'm going to go over some of that in a future video because everyone likes their meat in a particular way, cooked in a particular method. Some people like sous vide, some people like air fryers, some people just like cast iron grill or barbecuing. So I like all of the above. But I'm actually going to do a video on why I particularly do sous vide. Because I tell you, it's the cat's meow. It is so good. It's by far the best way I've ever had steak. And the reason why I enjoy sous vide cooking so much is it's the juiciest meat. It's the most tender way to cook a steak. And on top of that, I get to sear it afterwards with this awesome itty bitty little flamethrower that I have. And by itty bitty, I mean it's like the size of a gun, but it puts out about a 2-foot flame. One of the other reasons why I'm sticking with the lion diet is my allergy season typically kicks in with the dandelions. So when the dandelions start to fade and turn white, and then they go into the air, once they start breaking down into small particles, that's when it gets me. And it usually gets me for about a week. So I'm interested to see how I feel going into that, already having a month, maybe a month and a half of lion diet under my belt. And while I'm at it, doing the lion diet keeps you so full, so satisfied on a regular basis. What I am going to try and do, even though my patties, they're probably lean ground beef, I'm probably going to also sometimes stick to a higher fat ground beef. So I'm going to be having ground beef that I'm going to get from the grocery store, and it's going to be a regular ground beef because I want to try and upping my fat in my diet, and I want to see how I feel with that. So that's one thing I might tweak over the 3, maybe 4-month window if I decide to go an extra month with this, is my macros between my protein and my fat. I want to see how I do with a higher fat diet. I think I might do pretty well, but you never know. But as far as my exercising goes, what are my workouts going to be? Well, I'm going to be doing weights every second day. Simple as that. Every second day is going to be a weight routine. And it's not going to be a short 15-minute routine like I was doing last time, which was a really intense short routine. That was sort of designed to combine cardio and weights within one workout. What I'm going to be doing this time is 45 minutes, between 35 to 45 minutes of a weight routine. And I'm also going to be doing a HIIT workout up to 20 minutes long. So I might divide that workout some days between my ski erg and my rower, or my ski erg and a HIIT workout with body weight exercises, or my rowing machine with body weight exercises. So that's going to be the extent of my cardio. How do you do a HIIT workout on a steady state cardio machine? Well, it's pretty easy. What you do is you go as intense as you can for a certain duration of time, maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or a minute, and then you catch your breath afterwards. And then you go back at it. So you try and stick to a schedule. There's 2 different ways to do this. You can do it regimented, where it's, say, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, as an example, or 30 seconds on, 1 minute where you're taking it easy, and then 30 seconds on again where you're really intense, and then 1 minute of taking it easy. Or you can turn around and just go as intense as you want and take the rest as you need. So my weight routine, on the days I do my weight routine, I'm going to do a leg and core workout. So my leg days actually go pretty fast. So I don't go crazy with legs. I just do knee extensions, leg curls. I do a leg press. I'll do squats, and I'll also do calf raises. So that's going to be about a 35-minute to 45-minute workout. I'm going to do a back and shoulders exercise routine. And in that exercise routine, I might do my arm flexors. So when you do your back, you're often working your arm flexors because you're taking weight that's away from you and you're pulling it in. So your arms get a bit of a workout, specifically the flexors. And depending on which grip you use will depend on which part of the muscles in your arms get worked. So, if your palm is facing your shoulder, then you're going to get your bicep. If your palm is facing away from your shoulder, your bicep's not even engaged. You're actually working another muscle called the brachialis. So when you're working the brachialis, the bicep gets nothing. When you're working the bicep, the brachialis gets nothing. And the brachialis sits underneath the bicep. It makes the bicep look even bigger. There's a fun fact you can tell all your friends. So I'll do a chest and tricep day, and I'm probably going to work my forearms into that as well. So this is going to be my new routine. Let's go over the numbers I had March 1st going into my bod pod exam. I am going to end this with a DEXA scan. And I've been saying for a long time I'm going to do a future video on the bod pod and the technology and how it works. So I really got to get on that because I think everyone out there will find this interesting, especially now for the next few months I'm going to be giving updates on my bod pod. But I'm not going to start April 1st with a bod pod exam because I just did one a month ago. And quite frankly, my waistline hasn't really changed, and I don't think my weight's changed at all either. So I'm just going to go forward from my last numbers, and I'm going to start my 3-month challenge based on those last numbers, assuming not much has changed. I might have lost a couple pounds of fat at the most in that time frame. So my fat percentage before was 41.8. Now that's actually down from where I was when I did my first challenge, and we'll show those numbers in a second. So I'm at 132.6 pounds of fat in my body, and my lean mass is 58.2%. So 185 pounds of lean mass. So together, the last time I was at 317.6 pounds. when you look at this body fat rating scale, I'm still at risky. I'm still over 40%. So I'm expecting to be definitely down under the 40% by the time I finish this 3-month challenge. And here's the breakdown of my caloric needs. As you can see, my estimated resting metabolic rate was 24,010 calories. That's how many calories it takes for this fine, well-tuned machine to do its job, just to lie there and do nothing all day. If we look at what I need for calories based on the lifestyle, sedentary, low active, active, and very active, I'm going to put myself, believe it or not, at a low active level because I want to play this a little conservative. So that's 3,639 calories, assuming I'm not even really doing too much through the day. So my job isn't really physically demanding. Yes, I'm a massage therapist and I'm doing a lot of standing, but I'm also doing a lot of sitting. And for me, I'm a big enough guy. It's not work for me to put deep pressure. I just kind of lean in on the pressure. So it's not really a challenging job for me physically. My day-to-day lifestyle is low active, but with my working out, my active lifestyle, I'm probably going to be up at an active level. So I'm going to be between 3,650 calories and roughly 4,200 calories in a day that my body needs. So if I'm having 4 pounds of meat a day, the meat I take is about 4,000 calories a day. So I might be in a bit of a deficit or I might be in a bit of a surplus depending on my activity levels. That's also before walking. That's also before taking my dog out. I will be doing the odd jog here or there because I like barefoot running. I'll probably be doing that at least once or maybe twice a week tops. So I don't do it very long and I really enjoy that. That's a whole topic for another video though. So we're going to go over my actual numbers here. So number 1 on the left, so that's my first scan I did September 1st. I was at 44.8% body fat. That was 185.8 pounds of lean mass that I had. And my body fat mass so my total weight was 336.7 pounds. You can see as you look down from 1 to 6 in the orange category, my fat-free mass, it kept going up and up and up, and then it kind of dropped back down to where it originally started and went down just a little bit below its original number. So the cool thing is I'm at 185 exactly. So this is what we're going to consider my starting point. My fat-free mass went down to 41.8%, and that was the last time when I got scanned in March 1st. So that's pretty much that. Let's see how this goes. So with this 3-month challenge, if all goes according to plan, I'm hoping to put on about 15 pounds of lean mass and lose minimum 15 pounds of fat, maybe, if all goes well, up to 25, 30 pounds. That would be a lot. But if I see it's going really well, I may just extend it for an extra month, just because it's a pretty cool way of working out. It's kind of a bodybuilder style of working out. The HIIT workouts are fun. The rowing machine's fun. The ski erg is fun. I like doing the weights, so it's going to be nice. I think I'm going to get some pretty good results. The last time I was doing my working out, I wasn't doing leg press, so I'm really going to make sure to get leg press in there because I'm pretty sure that's going to make the big difference between putting on a lot more lean mass than I did last time. So I'm hoping for a minimum of 5 pounds per month. But thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or if you have any comments, please leave them down below. I like to respond to all of them as often as I can. I put out videos twice a week, every Sunday morning and every Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m. So tune in and see how this challenge is going. I think it'll go really well. Can't wait to give you guys an update. Take care and have fun.